I am Spencer Linton alongside the fabulous Jerem Jordan. Let's bring in our first guest of the day, BYU basketball assistant coach Chris Burgess.
It's like you're a regular on the
You're
show.
in
You're like
Las Vegas.
3-4 weeks?
Every couple weeks, it feels like, right? Every few weeks.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
It's good for us.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Hopefully it's good
a great
for
thing for you. I love it. I love coming on.
You're here, and I talked to you last night about this, but just the feeling of being in the environment now, after you've had this long layoff, it is refreshing to just be in the arena.
Yes. Just landing in Vegas, knowing there's already games going on in a couple different tournaments, right? The Mountain West and WCC, and I think the Pac-12 is coming here. Just landing in Vegas, being like, it's March, right? We got some games coming up. We're not just sitting back at home wondering who we're playing and when we're going to leave, and just this kind of preseason type feeling. So it's just great to be here, be a part of this whole tournament, and excited to see who we get to play.
I'm looking at Coach Pope last night across the way. He's got this big piece of key lime pie and whipped cream, and then I'm looking at you and Cody Feger, and I'm like, "Where's the pie for the assistants, man? No love, no love for the assistants."
I would say we ate ours already, but Coach, man, he doesn't eat dinner. He just eats sweets. Like right now, man. We went to a nice place, and some of us had a main course, and some of us just went straight desserts, right? And so, in Coach Pope fashion, he went center court, right there, front row, crushing a pie. I mean, come on, it's fitting.
This is the sweet part of the season, right?
It is.
The main course is kind of the regular season. Now it's like, all right.
This is
on. I did want to mention, you guys are used to this venue as well. The WAC tourney was in here. So at Utah Valley, you guys as a staff and Jake Toulson, you guys played in this gym.
We have played in this gym last 4 years, you know, and we've been to the semifinals, I think, a few years in a row now. So now this is 4 years in a row being in semifinals. But listen, we want to win a championship here. We've been to this venue. We know how good of a job that the Orleans does in hosting this in terms of the WAC. But we're always coming after the WCC tournament when either St. Mary's or Gonzaga wins it. So we'd love for the WAC to come in on Tuesday night with a bunch of BYU Cougar fans out there celebrating a win.
What have you accomplished over this long layoff? Walk us through the schedule and what the plan has been and your goals and all of that leading up to Monday's game.
Our goal going in was to kind of get healthy, stay fresh, but stay in shape and have some rhythm and timing from, just of the game, of the flow of the game, the up and down and the pace of the game. And we've got, listen, we got an older crew that plays a lot of minutes, like, TJ, Jake, Yo, even Zach as of late been playing a ton of minutes. So the key for us is using this time to rest, using this time to watch some film, using this time to get better, but at the same time, not just completely, bang each other around in terms of on the court and compete in that way. We've done a good job trying to balance that out. It's really tough, though. As coaches, we sat there for like 3 different days trying to map everything out, and we didn't know how this was going to work, but we felt that was a good job. Like, we gave the guys a couple days off, but at the same time, we've been getting up and down, a lot of conditioning, sometimes just 5-on-0 full court, right? And then we did yesterday. We actually really got after it yesterday with 2 4-minute scrimmages. And there was a little rust, which is, was going to happen, but at the same time, it was really good stuff. At the end of the day, like, when we tip off Monday night, whether it's St. Mary's, whether it's Pepperdine, like, the adrenaline, the competitiveness, the fire, these guys want to win so bad in this older group. Like, they're going to be ready to go. We're going to play with force, and we're going to come out just with nothing to lose. Like, it's just what this team's done, right? And I don't see it being any different.
Describe to us what it's like playing Monday without an active shoot-around on the court. Will you have a shoot-around somewhere else on Monday morning?
We usually do. We usually go to, like, a local place, and we go through scout. We just do. Like, we go through kind of the personnel. We go through how we're going to guard certain actions. We go through, our offensive schemes and things of what we're going to run, and we go through everything. And whether it's a superstitious thing or the right thing to do, and we're planning on doing that, especially with an 8:30 game. We're going to be doing that.
You mentioned getting healthy. Let's talk about some of the guys that are trying to get healthy, starting with Dalton Nixon. What's the status of Dalton?
He's still day to day. Man, he's tough as nails. If it was up to him, he'd be playing right now. He's just not. But he's doing therapy every single day. He's in the pool, in the treadmill where he can get underwater and take a percentage of weight off his body. He's able to do stuff like that. He's with Coach Eric Shork, our strength coach, every day. We're with our athletic trainer, Rod Ramos, every day. He's getting close. But Connor Harding's knee, with PCL issue, giving him the rest he needs, or maybe getting him on the bike more than the pounding on the floor. Big Colby as well, right, with his PCL issue. So, and then Gavin. The main thing, Gavin's healthy, but he was able to get a lot of reps, right, rebounding the ball and trusting his shoulder and going through contact where it's like, I put him through a bunch of drills with Nate Austin and Luke Worthington, right, two relatively big guys. And I'm like, you have to go get this rebound because right now he's not trusting it, and he needs to. He's healthy. He's fine. You're not going to get hurt. But there's some nervousness, because how he injured his shoulder was going after rebound and fighting it over Yo up in the air. So he's got to get over that because he should be one of the best rebounders in the conference, but if he's not going to be, if he doesn't trust it. And so that might have been one of the best things that happened this week was he was able to get those reps.
What a luxury for you to have the all-time fouls leader at BYU.
Yeah.
The all-time fouls leader, Nate Austin.
Is that really true?
Baxter up.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to crush Nate for that. That is awesome. That is awesome.
We started it as a thing. We're like, the countdown to the foul record.
That is
Someone in the
awesome.
Rock wrote it on a sign. It was like 4 more. And then we had
I am going
Russell
to give him a
Larson
hard
was
time
the
now.
record holder, and he did a thing for us where he's like, congratulations to Nate on the record. I've held it for so long. It's great to give it up. Yeah, it was really funny.
I thought Luke might have had it. I thought you were talking about Luke, but good for Nate.
Yeah, Nate. No, Nate played
Nate.
like a gajillion games, dude.
That's true.
That's a lot of fouls.
It's true. When you play 7 years, you're going to get some sort of record.
Let's talk about I'm interested to hear your opinion. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Perceived slights, perhaps. Coach of the year in the league. Damon, tremendous season
good
for
job.
Pacific, right? It's like, was Mark Pope the guy? We certainly think so. And then
National semifinalist.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
validating.
Pretty cool.
Check. And then Yoli Childs, play of the year. How have you guys kind of taken that?
Well, the great thing is you talk about Coach Pope, you talk about Yoli. They don't care, and they're not gonna ever get mad. But at the same time, the reason they're successful is they've got a competitive spirit inside them. So I expect Yoli to come out from day one on Monday and kind of show what he does in a team perspective. But Coach Pope, listen, when you talk about Coach of the Year, you usually look at the first place coach, team that won the league, and gets Coach Few gets it. Makes a lot of sense.
We should just name it the Mark Few.
That's right. It
You know
should,
what I mean?
at some point.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. I think that Coach Pope has done an amazing job with everything he's been thrown at him, with injuries, different lineups, sometimes not knowing who's going to play, new to the league, right? And now he's a top 15. He's done things at BYU that coaches haven't done in a long time. So, I'm biased. I was hoping Coach would get it, but Damon's done a great job. And they were probably picked to finish 7th, maybe 8th. And for them to finish tied for 3rd, 2 games behind BYU is still pretty good.
Certainly
good.
notable, right? And we mentioned, hey, they played Gonzaga and BYU once.
That's right.
That's plays into that.
And listen, like they did, and they're a good team, and it's like, well, BYU only had to play the 3rd place team once, right? Although we'd love to play anyone in the Marriott Center, bring them on. But it's great for Dame. I think he's done a tremendous job there. They've won a lot of games. I think Coach Pope done a fantastic job. My argument is, hey, Coach Few won the league, top 5 in the country, semifinalist, all those different things. And then Yoli getting, and Petrus has done a great job. But I think everyone knows who won that matchup. And you take Petrusov off Gonzaga, I still think they're probably first place.
That was my point earlier this week.
You take Yo off. I still think we compete, but it's different.
Right, and you did for 13 games,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
You talk about, and I guess 4 in league, this is what it is. But, yeah, and that's the value argument.
Yeah.
And MVPs, I'm like, is it best player or is it value?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Is it
hard to
best player? And then, listen, I think, and they're so good. Gonzaga's so good. I think Killian's the best player on that team. Am I crazy to think that? Like, I just think
it's
he's
just been
so
hampered,
versatile.
right? And they have so many dudes
Yeah.
that.
And he's the one who's kind of hurt us a couple times, especially at their place. I just think he's so versatile on both sides of the basketball, right? Both sides, like offensive and defensively, he can switch 1 through 5, can really pass, he shoots it, goes inside, picks on mismatches. Where like Petrus is a load down there, though, man. He's post up strong. He's a great finisher. Gets the free throw line. He's up for the Naismith Player of the Year. But what Yoli Childs has done with everything thrown at him with suspensions, finger bone popped out of his finger, not being able to play for 4 games. 1 game was hoping to come back, and coach was like, not yet. You're not ready. And then he comes out, and just destroys everybody, right? With a team that's got Jake Toolson, TJ Haas, Barcelo, like. We're a pretty good team, and he's still dropping, 22 and 10 a game. It's pretty amazing.
Is Tilly better than you were at your peak?
Oh, yeah. Come on. He's pretty special.
He is pretty good.
Pretty special.
His older brother played volleyball at UC
Yeah.
Irvine and beat BYU in the national championship. So it's always
Is that right?
The Tillys have been giving BYU.
Do you remember his other brother at Utah? Didn't he play at Utah? Kim Tillian? That was his basketball.
Oh, yeah.
That's his older brother. That's his other older brother.
Another brother.
So that was like his dad's the national team coach in France. Like pretty athletic.
It's quite the family.
They're legit,
legacy.
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't overseas doing something. I don't remember Kim Tillian, but they were like his brother played at the U. So Little fun fact.
Yeah.
Chris Burgess with us on BYU.
I don't want to talk.
Nation.
Why did I bring up the Tillies? I have all
Come
this
on,
PTSD
Jerem.
for the Tillies beating BYU. Come on.
Hey, bracketology has been so
Yeah.
fun to watch BYU's name be brought up nationally
Yeah.
across the board, and it's hard not to get sucked into the excitement of that. So, as coaches, how do you handle that? What are you paying attention to it? Are you embracing it? Or are you kind of like, let's just go play the games? How do you approach it?
Definitely paying attention to it. Come on. It's fun. It's why it's part of college basketball. It's part of March Madness. It's part of what we want to do. It's why I think why the administration hired Coach Pope is to get back to the NCAA tournament. But at the same time, trying to keep everything in perspective of what the message is with our guys, which is why are we being successful? Right? Why have we been successful this far? And I think it's because we have a big-time locker room, which Pope always talks about, and a bunch of guys that have no agenda and a senior group. So if we can keep that perspective and keep our locker room, feeling the way they do, and blocking out the distractions, blocking out the noise, that's our jobs as coaches. But, I don't think we get sucked up into it in terms of, reading every single thing and, we might do this, we might do that. Like, we just know that we just got to keep taking care of our business. Because wasn't a month ago they started giving us a 7-6 seed, and then we just kept winning.
Started to climb.
Right? And I think that's a testament to Coach Pope and the message he brings every single day. But it's also because of TJ, Jake, Yo, Zach, Dalton, these senior dudes who just stay focused. It's nice having older guys. It is. We're going to miss them.
Older guys. It's BYU, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Coach, let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma to utilize in the semifinals on Monday.
Let's do it.
Thanks for hanging out with us on a Saturday.
Yeah, we
This is
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Great
This is fun.
practice today. Where are you guys practicing, by the way?
I don't know, but it's going to be a college court, so
Okay.
I'm assuming maybe UNLV.
Nearby.
Maybe
Okay.
nearby. Not
Okay,
sure.
fantastic.
Awesome.
Make sure you give Nate Austin a hard time, okay?
Oh, I'm going to crush him.
Thanks, Chris.